Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So let's start off as usual with Euro USD. Now, I was really expecting some kind of a bounce in this area. We got a bit of a bounce, but then immediately rejected this level here, which is 122,112. Now, the big question we should be asking ourselves at the moment is this a double bottom forming off a level? Or is this an attempt at a second push down, and that second push down is going to be something like that, which then takes us down to this area here, which is 119,945, or probably around the 20,000. Oh, sorry, let me just see if what the 120. So that is the debate in my head at the moment, and if we just come to the hour, that's kind of what we're going to be having to look to trade. So what would validate the second push down? Well, quite honestly, let's fine tune that, is a break and retest of why are you up there, 121,346. Now, why my line information tab is all the way at the top there. Anyway, break of 121,346, break and retest of this will give us an opportunity. Is a bit of a head and shoulders here as well, so it does look like a bit of structure, and that would be really interesting. I think we'll have to wait and see if that transpires, but that would be, if that happens, it's going to affect the markets negatively as well. So pay attention to that, because this could be an early warning sign. Breakdown, come back and test it, then we're looking for 120 as our target. Okay, if we break above, and now we've got to just fine tune that, so we break above 120,152, retest it, then we're looking for a move to the upside. Logically, I think the buyer should step in here to drive it. We're going to push this into a range, but it's been going sideways for an extended period of time, grab more than 20 bars. And the minute we go sideways more than 20 bars, let's take it from there, at 60 bars at the moment, you have a 50-50 chance of it going either way. So and when that starts happening, then I start looking at the upper and lower levels. But this is pretty interesting. So it could be a break, which would be a fairly decent trade down to 120. Alternatively, it could just be this trend line here, break and retest of this trend line. So broken out, come back to retest, forming a double bottom for a bigger move up, and if it does break this area here, then the uptrend continues, so that would give you some fairly decent trades there. US dollar, Japanese yen, obviously the same bit of confusion happening, so in my eyes anyway, a little bit of a different picture, because we did break above this area here of 103,912. we broke above, we've come down below it, and now we're up in this area. I want to see this area defended. Defended for the upside or rejected to the downside. Okay, so that's kind of my view on it. You can see how we flirted with it in the middle here, and that level there is 103,912. So I'm really not interested in chasing longs or shorts in this until this level gets rejected or defended correctly. Okay, and for that to happen, I want to see solid price action off that level. Pay attention to what's happening here though. We have kind of rejected this area here. Okay, so that is 104,098, but it doesn't really matter. Even though that's a rejection bar, I want to break below the rejection bar before I start looking at the trade itself. So that is the first signal. If we make another higher bar, then I'm looking for the next level. But at this stage, we've rejected this level, and the entry is at the bottom here. And that's the problem with this at the moment, because it is so volatile. It's a 400-point stop loss, but it's not that massive. But I prefer 100 or 120 or 150 point stop loss. It just makes my life a bit easier. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for here. So this is going to be a sort of a break below here would possibly get me long. Let's not say it would get me long, short. A break below here would possibly get me short. I'd prefer to see a break, a pullback, and then a proper rejection of this level. So not a close above it, tails over it, yes, no problem, something like this bar, but then a proper rejection of it, because that's going to give me the view to the downside. So yeah, I'm still looking for a weaker dollar, but yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what the politicians do today. Anyway, we're rambling. Let's get on to the next one. Euro Aussie dollar. Euro Aussie dollar, the trend is still down. We're looking to sell off structure, and the structure that we got in yesterday does look like we've got a rejection off there at the moment. So that's 157,200. Let's get down to the hour. So there it is there. Not a decent structure, but we are below the moving average. We kind of we're in a channel. I think we're going to come back into the channel by the looks of things now. And what you're looking for now is you're looking to sell the structure, and this is the next structure that is broken. So that is 156941. Just come back to the weekly just to give you a reminder. Look at the left, there's a lot of support here, so don't get too attached to your shorts. Look for the opportunity to take profit, and I'm going to give you a fairly strong level now that we are more than likely heading to. And that is so close. So you've got 156563, and then the ultimate level is going to be 156190 or 156200. That's kind of where I think we're going to be heading to. So what you're looking for is the trend is down. You just want to keep going with the trend. I can actually just delete this level here because I don't think it's going to pay much attention. Now we've taken out the other level. Hold on a sec, guys. Clearly need more coffee. There we go. Okay, so we're looking for pullback onto structure, and I would almost say that you want to see pullback back onto this area here, 157037, and then you're looking for short down to 156157. Okay, so that's kind of the structure that we're looking at the moment. So just wait for it. Don't jump in now. You're going to stress yourself. Wait for the pullback, then your stop will be above the previous high, and then you should have a pretty decent risk to reward if you get that. So that would be 540 points to 700 points, so a bit more than a one-to-one trade. Okay, that's Euro Aussie dollar, well worth watching. British pound, Japanese yen. I've got a bit of rejection at the top here. Now I think if you just come to the weekly, you'll understand why we've got the rejection. Okay, nope, we're not going to understand why we've got the rejection, I suppose. That's the other level over there, and we are above it at the moment. So it does look like we're fighting to stay above this area here, which is 141096, which would be pretty interesting. If you look at the weekly, we've got an uptrend at the moment as well. So let's come back to the 8 hour, double check what we have here. Nothing really uptrend. We're looking for pullback. So this level looks like it has been defended, 141627. Get to the 1 hour. Yes, it does look like we're being defended. Okay, so what we're looking for here is during the European session, I would want to see a pullback, and by the looks of things, we are going to get a pullback. And one thing could happen here, and that is that. Okay, so at the moment it is a triangle, 3 touches. So if we reject this area here, and the most logical place to reject is going to be right where we have rejected, which is this inside tail here. So this rejection is successful. Remember, the bar that touches that, the break below that, is the signal, and problem with that is it's right on another level, so I wouldn't take that. But if this rejection is successful, I would look for a deeper pullback down to one of these 2 levels, and then watch what price does. So that's 141,380 and 141,096. That's the area that I'd want to see us come back into. We set up a really nice flag, and that flag could also turn into a wedge like that. So that is looking fairly interesting. Obviously a break above this area of 141968, break and retest, that is a long, and that validates this flag break, and that gives you a measured move equal to the length of the first move. which is a fairly decent trade. So that would take us somewhere into the region of 143.373. Okay, that's well worth watching, and I've been saying it all week. Keep it on your radar. Keep buying into this one when you see the pullbacks. As British pound, Japanese yen, Aussie dollar, US dollar. I was looking for a trade yesterday that put it out on the Telegram channel. It didn't really materialize, so I'll give that to you now. But this is pretty much the same as the other dollar pairs. At the moment we are going sideways, and this level is being defended. So that's 07742. So just clean up these arrows here. Yeah, nothing I can say about this except it is sideways. Not interested in it. So was looking for a break above this area here. Okay, which is 07755. Looking for a break above here, so we close above that. That's going to give us a move and then a stop below this level. At the moment, this is range bound. I mean, if we just clean it up properly and then do this. So that's the bottom of the range. That's the top of the range. So that's what I'm looking for. We break this to the downside, we're looking for downside. That's 077269. Break this to the upside, 077548. We're looking for a move to the upside. And it was looking like a flag break, but that's gone out the window as well. So this to me at the moment is sit on hands, don't bother with it. British pound, Aussie dollar, another one which is looking pretty sad. We've gone into sideways motion here, and that's on the 1 hour, and on the 8 hour we're kind of rejecting levels higher up, and it does look like we are about to continue the downtrend. So coming to the hour, there's our first move, second move. So we're looking for a retest of an area. So for me, this is probably, we're looking for a breakout and retest. I think it's going to be the safest bet at the moment because we are on the moving average now. There's nothing really there. So obviously I want to see a rejection of the moving average. Come back here, something like that. So you can see here above and below the moving average. Then you get a rejection, you get a second rejection, and that was your opportunity. You stop up there, short is in, and you drive it down. So this at the moment is sideways. It's above and below the moving average. There's nothing really here. If we do move down, pull back and test the moving average, that is an entry for a short. If we move up, come back and find support on the moving average, that's an opportunity for a long. But at the moment we are sideways, so I'm sitting quietly and watching it. So by the looks of things, coming to the end of all my videos now, it looks like today is going to be another day which is exactly the same as every other day this week, which is a day of nothing and no trends. So yeah, we'll wait and see what transpires, but I think you're probably going to find me just sitting on my hands today and not doing anything. It's going to be a week of zero profit by the looks of things, but that's fine. We do get those weeks anyway. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Hope it helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop any comments if you've got any ideas or any thoughts. Appreciate those thoughts. Don't take my word as gospel. I'm sure you've got some pretty good ideas as well. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you all later. Cheers for now.